And for more on this major announcement from BMW, we want to bring in now David Britt, the Vice Chairman of the Spartanburg County Council. So, Mr. Britt, thank you so much for joining us with this announcement. I had someone say to me, it's a good day for South Carolina. I'm assuming you agree.
I don't really, Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, and the reason being, it's not just a good day, it is a great day. And in fact, it is a life-changing day. It's going to impact Spartanburg, the upstate of South Carolina, and all of South Carolina for years to come, as well as is a record-breaking day. $1.7 billion being invested. There's never been a single investment like that in the state of South Carolina in our history.
When you got word of this investment, what was your initial reaction?
Well, yeah, I wasn't so focused on the investment, but when I found out that BMW had plans to get into the electric vehicle production in the electric vehicle manufacturing game, that's what it stoked my interest all over. Whenever BMW's fingerprints are on anything, it means awesome, tremendous news. Because as a company, you know, the 30 years that I've been working with them, and I've been on council since early '91, and every announcement that they've made, they've always underpromised and over-delivered for the last 30 years. And they have established a legacy with Spartanburg County and the state of South Carolina, that they are a company that they set the bar so high for everybody else. It helps every citizen in the state of South Carolina having BMW associated with anything. So I really wasn't even worried about the number, but when I found out the number, I nearly passed out. It was big.
And so what does this mean for the future? Because we're talking electric vehicles here. And I'm assuming BMW, they've had sales skyrocket here recently. I'm assuming they see it as the inevitable future for the vehicle industry. So for the future of Spartanburg County, for the future of the upstate, what does this dollar amount mean to South Carolina moving forward?
Well, the dollar amount in the investment they're going to make in Plant Spartanburg in the town of Woodruff, the city of Woodruff, it's incredible because it will not just, they're not just entering the electric vehicle market, they actually will determine the electric vehicle market.
Okay.
With BMW's engineering expertise and automotive technology, you will see the whole electric vehicle market change as a result of BMW. So all the other manufacturers automotive manufacturers will watch BMW just like they do today. I mean, the world loves a BMW. It's the ultimate driving experience. And when you look at the vehicle, the craftsmanship, and that's made by people right here in the upstate of South Carolina, when you see what they're doing in the electric vehicle market, you'll also be able to take notice of what they're investing in. They're just not jumping in. They've been planning this for a long time, and they will change electric vehicles for a lifetime.
You mentioned how significant this is for Woodruff. You said that battery assembly facility, the $700 million investment in that new facility, that's being built in the city of Woodruff. Why is that significant, being built inside city limits?
It's very unusual to see manufacturing facilities being built in a city limits because typically in years past, the tax laws and the tax, the taxes that a company would have moving into the city. That's why you'll see almost every manufacturing facility outside of a city in South Carolina. But I will compliment the leadership in Woodruff, Mayor Gist and his council, and Lee Bailey, the city administrator. I mean, they're incredible. They had the foresight and vision to say, listen, I'd rather have 25% of something than 100% of nothing. And they worked with the BMW team and have made it very comfortable. BMW bought 315 acres in the city of Woodruff. And they're not planning on putting up a vegetable stand or a fruit stand there. They're building right out of the chute. They're going to build a 1 million square foot facility. And again, as I said earlier, BMW always under promises and over delivers. That $700 million, if I were a betting person, I'd put my money on BMW and Woodruff. That facility will expand exponentially based on what the market does. And I think this is what's so cool about BMW entering the electric vehicle arena. Right now, there are a lot of questions. Just if I buy an electric vehicle, how am I going to get it recharged? Well, BMW says we don't want to just follow what everybody else is doing. Today, Chairman Zipse, he talked about when they get into this this arena and when they put their engineers and their team together, those vehicles will be able to go 30% farther. And the life expectancies of those electric vehicles will be 50% longer. So it will change the market, change the way we all think about it. And we're very fortunate too that we've got a governor, Henry McMaster, that's on board. In fact, he signed a bill just last week to really put money into this whole electric vehicle push. To not only to make it easy for companies to get here, but for our residents to own one.
Really final question for you. You were there at the groundbreaking there in 1992 for the BMW plant. Did you ever imagine 30 years from then that not only would BMW still continue on, but double down and reinvest in the upstate?
Justin, I wouldn't be telling you the truth if I said that. BMW saved Spartanburg and the upstate and really changed South Carolina forever. There would be no Mercedes in South Carolina. There'd be no Volvo. There are basically 4 other automotive manufacturers here. We wouldn't have 5 tire manufacturing facilities here. Boeing would not be in North Charleston without BMW. BMW, they really made a statement to the world that South Carolinians, and particularly the associates here in Spartanburg and the upstate, can build the finest car, bar none, in the world. And they've proven to the world. And we've been so fortunate that we now, in Spartanburg, we have 215 international companies here, and only 35% have anything to do with automotive. BMW's success and our success has been a great partnership. We call ourselves a handshake county and a handshake state. But I would not be telling you the truth if I said I saw this coming, because if I did, I'd have bought a lot of shares in BMW stock. But again, after the first few years, they hope to get to 2,000 employees in 10 years. That was their initial goal. They also, that initial investment was only $620. I say only. At the time, it was record-setting in 1992. That $620 million investment, it was record-setting for South Carolina. But again, after watching them over the years, I just sit back and I pray that I'll be here for the next 30, because they're going to take us to Mars.
All right, Mr. Britt, I don't know if the state or BMW has a better spokesperson than you.
Well, thank you, Justin.
Thank you
Call
so
me
much.
David, too.
All right, David.
We look forward to working with you.
Yeah, thank you so much.